whether you've got who's also on your floor, who's your floor dance coach, because sometimes you can have a great floor dance coach and not have to do a lot of separate ballet because they know what they're doing. So I think that varies per gym or per athlete sometimes. Okay, any other questions? Concern is, if you put these younger athletes in the gym a lot of hours, and quite frankly, what we're looking at until age 9, it's pretty normal. I don't think those numbers were abnormal up there compared to a compulsory program or something like that. But if you spend a lot of time at something, you have to love it. And just because an athlete is talented doesn't mean they love it. And that's one of the pitfalls that happens. If you don't put them in the hours and they're talented, they're not going to be successful anyway. If you put them in the hours and they don't like gym enough and they get burned out, well, then they're not going to make it anyway. So you don't really have an option. You put them in, not that you're forcing them. If they want to be there, they'll be there. What we do in our program is if we give them the hours, but they waste the time or they look like they're not using it, we take them out. Even if they're talented. If they're not using the time in the gym, you can't force them. They're not going to be in a league.
Our own center. What is the chance of having a successful national levels program and incorporating an elite program within it, and then just having them do a little extra?
Yeah, that's one of the difficulties that all of us have too. He's talking about what if you can't get in the gym in the morning? You can't do double workouts. There are gyms that don't do double workouts that have successful programs. I mean, generally you have to work a little bit longer in the gym. Now you're working 5 hours or 6 hours, which is very difficult on the athlete. If you spend a lot of time in the gym. There's other ways to get around it. We had athletes that, depending on their schooling, maybe they could not get out of school or they live really far away. Sometimes we would have them get up in the morning and do some conditioning on their own and get up and run, or do some kind of conditioning, or they go into a separate dance class, not connected to the gym kind of a situation. There's other ways to adjunct what's going on there. You can have the athletes in the gym for a longer period of time, and the other key also is to be very efficient. I can tell you right now that these programs and our program, we were really efficient in the gym. That was one of the things that I recognized early on also, because I didn't have that double workout going on. Our first generation of elites, I had them 5 hours a day. I didn't have them 8 hours, and I looked at it like, okay, I'm competing against Romania. Let me see, these kids are living in the training center, they got everything that they need, and I have to try to beat them. But I only have 5 hours a day. So what I did is I said, okay, I need to be as efficient as possible with my kids. So if I have an hour, I'm going to try to get more work, smarter than anybody, smarter than they are. They may have 8 hours, but I got 5. I'm going to be smarter with what I do. So you really have to move your kids. You got to be planned. You as a coach, you got to design your workouts, how the flow of the workout goes, matting, everything. Really, really efficient. And we were like this all the time, every day. The kids knew what was expected when they went to the event. They knew every day what their assignments were. Everything was spelled out. Everything was written down for them. Not all details, but we were really, really, so that can help you also.